What is going on, my friends? Welcome again to the Cobwebs channel. My name is Daniel, and today I'm going to be showing you my entire haul from the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale. I kind of splurged. I believe this is the biggest order that I have ever put in at one time to Vinegar Syndrome, but I've really been getting into them lately. I mean, I've been collecting them a little bit on and off for a few years now, but I've really started appreciating the excitement of the discovery of just never knowing what the heck you're going to get with a Vinegar Syndrome movie, and also the really high quality special features like making of documentaries. They include a lot. They're all very nicely bubble wrapped. I guess I'll just throw this box set away. Okay, and let's go ahead and start digging into this. So first up, we've got Blood Delirium. I heard really good things about this movie from Celeste de la Cabra, really good YouTube channel that talks about a lot of Vinegar Syndrome that I've really been appreciating. And they said that this is basically like an Italian gothic horror, but that goes really extreme in terms of the violence and I think the sexuality as well. It's like a really crazy, over-the-top kind of a movie.
It's pretty extreme.
So it seems.
And it sounds like it's got a little bit of a Vertigo premise from what I've heard. Some artist, like his wife or girlfriend dies and he starts trying to remake another woman in her image. That's an absolutely beautiful slipcover right there. Let's go ahead and slip that off, see what we've got underneath. There we go. There is the actual Blu-ray. In these Vinegar Syndrome hauls, I like to take the plastic off right in front of you guys and show you the reversible cover art, because Vinegar Syndrome always has reversible cover art. If I ever discovered that they put one out without it, I would be shocked. So let's go ahead and pop that out. Okay, it's very similar, but it does look a little bit different, and I do really like it. So it's that versus that. This is a single disc edition of the Blu-ray, and I'm just gonna see if there's anything really exciting on here regarding special features. Looks like there is a few interviews on this thing, but not an actual making of documentary. So a little bit disappointing for me, but I'm sure those interviews are gonna be great. And this is just an absolutely beautiful slipcover, so I'm super excited to watch this movie. By the way, it is from 1988. I like to always say the years. And next, Vacation of Terror 1 and 2. So there you go. I assume one of these is the poster for Vacation of Terror 1 and the other one for Vacation of Terror 2. Why did I get this?
Why?
Well, they sound like weird, crazy movies, but also they are Mexican films. And I've been getting really into Mexican cinema lately. My viewers know that I recently watched this Indicator Mexico Macabre box set, and I absolutely loved it. I was like obsessed with that box set while I was going through it. So I've been trying to get as much more Mexican horror films as I can, and this isn't the only one in this stack. So gonna go ahead and slide the slipcover off. There you go. I'm just looking at the special features back here, and it looks like this is also mostly just interviews. That's weird. All right, and then this is also a single disc, kind of surprising. I was kind of expecting each film to be on each disc, but it looks like they're both on the same disc. And yeah, that's the same art that you get on the back of the slipcover, so nothing too surprising there. Apparently this movie does involve witchcraft, and you guys know I kind of go nuts for that. This is about a family who goes on vacation, and the daughter and her doll end up getting possessed by an old witch. So should be a really good time. These movies are from 1989 and 1990. Next, I've been wanting to get this ever since it came out. I think earlier this year, maybe last, The Cat Creeps. So this is in their, Vinegar Syndrome Labs line. That's what it is. And that's a new line that they started for movies for putting out the kind of movies they wouldn't normally release. And right when it was put out, I got the first Vinegar Syndrome Labs, or it looks like it's technically the second, Flesh and Fantasy, which is a movie from the 1940s, which I really liked. And this is another old school one. I think it's also from the 40s. Yeah, 1946. Now, I kind of wanted to get this movie right away in addition to Flesh and Fantasy. I didn't, because this is a cheap little 1940s horror film that's actually under an hour long. It is 58 minutes long.
That's it?
And I could not justify normal Vinegar Syndrome prices for a movie that's not even an hour long. But I got it for less than 20 bucks in the sale. I think it was around $17. And that felt much more worth it. So this movie is directed by Earl Kenton, who directed some Universal Monsters stuff like Ghost of Frankenstein, Son of Dracula, and Island of Lost Souls. And essentially, it sounds like this is a murder mystery. It might have something to do, the murders might have something to do with a black cat, hence the cat creeps. The title, The Cat Creeps, kind of makes it sound like it's like a werewolf movie, except turning into cat people. Cat people. But it does not seem to be that. Okay, I really dig the reversible cover art. There you go. Looks really cool. Actually, is that no, it's not. It's not the back of the slipcover, so it is something different. Yeah, this is going to be a short little watch, but really excited to have it. I love the idea that they're putting out these Vinegar Syndrome Labs movies for kind of, you know, unusual stuff that they normally wouldn't do. I really appreciate that. Next, this is me challenging myself, essentially. This is the kind of thing I normally wouldn't get, but I decided to take a chance. This is Burning Paradise. This is a Hong Kong film. Vinegar Syndrome's been putting out a lot of Hong Kong movies recently, and I haven't bought any of them. I'm not very well versed in Hong Kong cinema. I've seen like some John Woo stuff and a few other movies, but really not much, and it's something that I want to try to get more into. And I heard amazing things about this movie. I heard it kind of described as martial arts movie meets gothic horror. That sounds really, really exciting to me. Yeah, I heard amazing things about it from so many different sources. This is a Ringo Lam film. He is a very celebrated director among Hong Kong fans. So this has got a commentary track with Sam Deegan. That's pretty cool. And then it's got some interviews, and it has a video essay by filmmaker Chris O'Neill. Okay, and it's got a 12-page booklet. That's awesome. You're definitely not guaranteed a booklet in Vinegar Syndrome releases, especially not their normal ones, which this is, you know, just a normal release. So that's very exciting. Single disc edition. It's got the booklet right there. Cool stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and reverse the art. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty darn cool. Check that out. I love it. So there you go, Burning Paradise. Yeah, I've never seen any of the movies that I bought in this haul, which is really exciting to me. I love blind buying. I made a whole video about that recently. Man, the thrill of discovery with Vinegar Syndrome is really exciting. This was kind of a last minute, threw into my cart, and I'm really glad I did because I've heard great things about this movie. This is the Devonsville Terror. It's a 1980s horror film, and it's very witchcraft based, which, you know, I kind of go, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for witchcraft movies for sure. And I believe it has Donald Pleasance in it as well. So let's go ahead and slide off the absolutely beautiful slipcover. There we go. So what I've heard about this movie is it's essentially about a woman who moves into a small town to be a teacher there. And she's very, not old-fashioned, progressively minded, and she catches the ire of the very traditional men in the town. Single disc edition, there you go, who are descendants of men who did witch hunts way back in the day. And they start reviving some witch hunt traditions against this woman, but also some supernatural stuff happens around her. So it's not just like a fear of superstitious people kind of movie. I think it does have some actual witchcraft elements. There you go, pretty cool cover right there. And as far as special features, let's see, it's got interviews, lots and lots of interviews. Just interviews. Yeah, okay, so a whole bunch of interviews. I've been really enjoying the Vinegar Syndrome releases that actually put together a making of documentary, and so far I haven't gotten that on any of these releases. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Bummer. Huh? This is a bummer, man. That's a bummer.
These two, it's funny that these are on the bottom because these are the ones that I am personally the most excited for. This is a trilogy, a 3-film collection of Mexican horror films. This is Mexican Gothic, the films of Carlos Enrique Taboada. That looks like that is how it is said. So yeah, this is another Mexican horror collection, you know, much like the indicator one I have right back there. So of course, I'm super excited for this. I just kind of missed it when this was released. I don't remember hearing about it at all. So this is a slide box, and looks like it's got a booklet and an additional slipcover in there. So we'll go ahead and slide that out. There we go. There is the alternate slipcover. Awesome. And then on the back, it says the movies. They are Rapina, Darker Than Night, and Poison the Fairies. Yeah, Poison the Fairies I'm really excited for. Just a horror film that has the word fairies in the title. Sounds really cool, and I've heard fantastic things about it. So let's go ahead and slide that slipcover off. So yeah, these are all by the same director, and it looks like the special features are a video essay about an individual video essay about each 3 films. So that's pretty cool. That'll be fun to watch, I am sure. Let's see, Poison for the Fairies is from 1986, Darker Than Night from 1975, and Rapina from 1975. Okay, so mostly 70s films and then one from the 80s. Looks like we've got 2 discs. Darker Than Night and Poison the Fairies are on the first disc, and then Rapina is on the second one. There you go, so 2 different Blu-rays. Let's check out that reversible art. There you go. And let's check out that booklet. This is really high quality, thick paper. Very nice. Yeah, it looks like a collection of essays and pictures. Perfect. Really excited to read this. I love booklets. I like getting to learn about the films, but getting a break from watching a screen, you know, like I watch the movie. Sometimes I'm not always in the mood to immediately then put on a special feature, but I might be much more in the mood to grab a booklet and to give my eyes a break from screens and just read it. We have got The Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman. Paul Naschy. Viewers of this channel know I've been getting super obsessed with Paul Naschy lately. I'm so excited to watch this movie, like so excited. So this is actually the film that Night of the Werewolf, a Paul Naschy movie that I love, the Scream Factory put out, is actually a remake of. So this is the original from the 1970s. Look at that right there. Slide the slipcover off. Oh, look at that art. That is so cool. Yeah, this is a 4K. I think that's the only 4K that I got here. That art is just, man, it looks so good.
It's pretty extreme.
Now, the special feature that I'm really excited to watch on here is the documentary, The Man Who Saw Frankenstein Cry, Paul Naschy, The Life and Legend of a Horror Icon, an 80-minute documentary about Paul Naschy. I've started learning about him, but I'm sure that documentary is going to tell me so much more that I don't know. And I'm almost as excited to watch that as I am to watch the movie itself. Now, I seriously doubt I'm going to want to flip the cover over because that looks amazing, but let's find out what it is. Oh gosh, okay, maybe I do. That's like the original poster right there. Oh, which one do I go with? I'm gonna go with that one. I am gonna flip it. But man, you get so much artwork with this. Really gorgeous artwork. I love that they gave Paul Naschy this kind of prestigious treatment. I would love to see them do it more. Like Vinegar Syndrome's now released 2 different Paul Naschy movies. I'm happy to have both of them now, but I really hope that they release more because they are giving the man the respect that he deserves. Yeah, look how cool that is. That's my haul of 7 Vinegar Syndrome releases, but 10 total movies. Super excited to watch them.
It's pretty extreme.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, I've got a ton of other videos on my channel, on Blu-rays, on hauls, all kinds of stuff like that. I also just started a Patreon, so you can join me on Patreon. I've already got a video on there unboxing Severin's new Danza Macabre box set. Give a like if you enjoyed this and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. With all that said, don't forget to enjoy yourself today, have some fun, and I will see you next time.